India has different types of relief features, different types of climates are seen in our nation, and due to different variation in climate and relief features, soil type also vary from place to place. Let's understand what type of soil is found in India. The first type of soil which is prominent in India is alluvial soil. Alluvial soil is found mostly in northern plain area as well as in the western and eastern coastal plain. These soils are very important for agriculture point of view. It has excessive amount of humus and it is most fertile and suitable for agriculture. This alluvial soil is formed. The alluvial soil is formed by the interplay of rivers. Then in northern plains, the alluvial soil is formed by three prominent rivers, Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus. These three rivers played crucial role and deposited huge amount of sediments bringing from mountainous region. This process continued millions of years and then we got these northern plains. In southern India, western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain are also deltaic regions formed by the peninsular rivers like Krishna, Kaveri, Godavari, Mahanadi. If we talk about the features of these soil, they are very much fertile. Its water holding capacity is excellent. It has excellent air holding capacity, so it is more suitable for agricultural purpose. Due to excessive humus, it is very much fertile. The rivers coming from mountainous region bring huge amount of humus with them and sediment in these areas. Apart from their size of grains, alluvial soil is also categorized according to their age of formation. According to their formation time, alluvial soil are categorized into two parts, Bangar and Khadar. Bangar is old alluvium and Khadar is new alluvium. If we compare the quality of these two, Khadar is more fertile in comparison to Bangar soil. Bangar soil is not renewed every year, but Khadar soil is renewed every year by rivers. Although both type of soil is fertile for agriculture, but in comparison, Khadar is more fertile. If we talk about the size of grains, Khadar has finer particles in comparison to Bangar. Quantity of humus is also more in Khadar in comparison to Bangar. Area of alluvial soil is generally densely populated. The main reason of this one is the facility of agriculture. Alluvial soil is since very fertile, so it is used for livelihood and people do agriculture in this area. Alluvial soil is generally full of different types of nutrients. That's why these areas have different types of vegetations, and according to vegetations there are different types of animals also found in this area. This area is generally plain and is suitable for transportation as well as industrial development. So all these contribute in the increased number of population in this area. The next type of soil is black soil. Black soil is also known as regger soil. This soil is generally black in color and it is ideal for the cultivation of sugarcane. This soil is ideal for the cultivation of cotton. That's why it is also called black cotton soil. This type of soil is mainly found in Deccan Plateau region. It is considered that black soil is made up of black lava soil. Lava, which is found inside the earth, came out in millions of years back, and when it cooled down, it became black soil. Black soil cover Maharashtra, Saurashtra, Malwa, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and some amount in Krishna and Godavari basin region. The black soil is made up of extremely fine particles like clay materials. Black soil has excellent water holding capacity. Black soils are rich in a number of nutrients like calcium carbonate, magnesium, potash. They are found in sufficient amount, but there is a scarcity of phosphoric content. Although these regions are also nutritive, but in comparison to alluvial soil, they require more amount of phosphoric nutrients. Black soil is sticky in nature. When it is in dry condition, it becomes very difficult to plow. So it is important to plow it just after rain, or we need to irrigate the soil before plowing it. The next type of soil is red and yellow soil. These soils are developed in the areas of crystalline igneous rocks. These soils are found in Odisha, Chhattisgarh and southern part of Middle Ganga plain. This soil is also found in the Piedmont zone of Western Ghat. This soil becomes reddish in color due to diffusion of iron. When this soil is yellow in color, it is in hydrated form. Due to a scarcity of water, its color remains yellow. Let's see the next type of soil, that is laterite soil. The term laterite is a Latin word and meaning of it is bricks. Laterite soil are found in the areas where temperature is very high and also rainfall is very high. It means in high rainfall and high temperature zone, laterite soil is found. This soil has low humus content region. The formation of humus is very slow in this region because the microbes which are important for the formation of humus get died due to huge temperature. This soil is not so fertile for agriculture despite it is used in agricultural process by taking adequate measures by applying different techniques of agriculture. These soils are mainly found in Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Madhya Pradesh. This soil is utilized for the cultivation of tea and coffee, and in Karnataka and Kerala this soil is used for the production of cashew nut. Next type of soil is arid soil. Arid soil means the soil which is dry. These are found in the areas where temperature is very high and rainfall is very less. The color of soil vary from red to brown. These soils are not very much suitable for cultivation. The salt content is very high in some part of arid soil. In some places, water from these areas is evaporated and common salt is obtained. Generally in this soil, conker layer is found at the bottom layer of this soil, which restrict the infiltration of water, due to which this soil always lacks in water. After using proper system of irrigation, this soil can be utilized for agricultural purpose as it is happening in the western part of Rajasthan. The last type of soil which we have to study is forest soil. As name appears, forest soil is found in the forest area, especially in mountainous region. This soil varies in texture according to their height and region. The soil which is found at the topmost part of mountainous region, they are generally acidic in nature. They are generally covered with snow and frequently changes occur in such type of soil due to denudation. Soil type which is in valley side is fertile and full of humus content. Since these soils are generally found in mountainous region, these areas are not suitable for cultivation. The forest soil where alluvium is found, people do cultivation and take benefit of it. Our next topic is soil erosion and soil conservation. Denudation of soil or removal of topsoil from one place to other due to different factors is called soil erosion. In this process, a layer of soil or some part of soil is carried from one place to other. Erosion is important for soil formation. Soil formation and soil erosion, they are simultaneous process which keep continuing in the nature continuously. Both the processes are important for the formation of soil, but excessive soil erosion causes damage to our agriculture and our other activities. This soil erosion makes the soil areas infertile and converted into bad land. Sometimes flowing water washes away clay-like substances and makes deep canals. Sometimes erosion happens in such a way that a thin layer of soil is washed away from one place to other. If a sheet of soil is removed from one place to other, it is called sheet erosion. Both the erosion are harmful for agricultural point of view. Soil erosion must be prevented. Let's see some steps which can be taken to prevent soil erosion. In the hilly areas, soil erosion happens due to fast flow of water. We can stop flowing water by doing plowing in contour lines. The slopes of mountainous region can be cut and step farming can be done. Step farming reduces flow of water and thus soil erosion reduces. If we are doing cultivation on large fields, we should divide the large field into a number of small segments so that when it rains, water can be stopped in different areas equally. Sometimes fast blowing wind also causes soil erosion and causes very much harm to our agriculture. In this region, we can make shelter belt of grasses or belt of trees prevents or stops the pressure of wind and save our soil from erosion. Shelter belt has been very useful in stabilization of sand dunes in desert areas. So these are some steps which we should take to prevent soil erosion. So that's all for today's. Let's meet in next chapter again. Till then, bye bye.